Hey, Chris Jenkins today, continue my one-on-one with the rookies. Got 7th round draft pick. Michael Barrett joined me today. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Hey, I'm telling you, this guy's patient. He had to wait for me to shut up. He's like, take your time. So I like him. You my guy already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I like to give the fans the opportunity to know you guys kind of behind the helmet as well as on the field as rookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like to start at the very beginning. And I tell you, we talked a little bit before we got on camera about your high school career.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you guys have some crazy good high school careers. You might be humble about it, but I thought it was impressive. Tell me a little bit about your high school career down in Georgia. What all you were doing?
Played at the top schools in the top league, 7A football in Lowndes High School. Came out as a quarterback. Played quarterback. Yeah, QB.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I was him. I was him, quarterback.
I like that.
But I was a 7A player of the year. Threw for like 4,000 yards, 4,500 in 2 years, like 40 touchdowns. Ran for like 2,740 touchdowns. Had a pretty good career.
You still got it in you?
A little bit, you know. If I need to oil it up a little bit, I can. So.
Growing up, what were some of your influences on and off the field that shaped you as a player that you are today?
Man, I had a lot of great influences growing up. Just my parents always being there, family. My uncle played football growing up, so I used to go in the locker room with him and kind of just being in that environment, man, fell in love with it. Me and my dad, we used to drive down to Gainesville all the time and watch the Gators down in the swamp. So just being around it all the time, just growing up around football. The city, it's called Valdosta, but the nickname is Wintersville. Because this high school down there it has the most wins out of any high school in the country.
Yeah.
So just bleeding football day in and day out. The coaches I've had growing up, just kind of, instilling all of the small things in me that you can get out of football just with life and football and everything. It's been a blessing to have.
Okay, now around here they talked a lot about the dog mentality and wanting to get some players with that mentality. Now you have, if I recall correctly, a special meaning for the words DAWG. Break that down for me. Where did that come from?
Disciplined athlete with grit. I can't take credit for that. That was something Coach Harbaugh of at Michigan told us. He kind of gave that acronym, but discipline.
Time's up. No more interview.
But disciplined athlete with grit, man. I feel like that's me all the way. Just being able to stay disciplined in all those hectic moments, and just have that grit to you. That's what at the end of the day, that's what a dog got, man. You gotta be able to go get it. Gotta be able to go want it, and not take no for an answer.
Okay. Personal question here. Hobbies, things that you like to do when you're not on this football field. What are some things you like to do?
Man, I surround my life around football, so like that's a hard question. Either I'm playing it on the game, watching it, on TV, watching YouTube videos. Other than that, I'll go fishing. Me and my dad, we'll go fishing. I like to fish.
What you like any fish that you like to catch in particular?
I'm a bass fisher, man. I like the fight of it. I like top water bass fishing. Finding like some little ponds back there. He love to kill the brim though, but
how you feel about catfish?
Catfish, I'll eat it. I never fished for it though, so
okay.
I would. I've seen a couple of big ones that I was like, I love to catch something like that, but no, I never catfished. Actually once, way back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would your teammates out here describe you in that locker room? If they get to know you.
Yeah, man, just energetic, funny. Just that guy who's always there, always around, always there to help. Anything he needed, I'm there. So.
Okay, I know.
I was about to say, surprised I ain't carrying off some other shoulder pads or helmets or something. The vets we had.
Speaking of that, have you had any, whether it's a rookie vet type thing or just moments that you've had where it's like, here's your welcome to the NFL moment? Have you had one of those? That you can share? Some I know you got to keep in house.
A little something, but I mean, no, not too crazy. Like we got a lot of great vets here, a lot of guys who are here really willing to help. Just giving any piece of information that they feel like can help our journey, our career. They're willing to help, regardless of what room it is, D-line, O-line, linebacker, regardless of what it is. They're just there to help. And I feel like we're blessed to be in this position to have these vets that we do. Because like I said, man, they're just willing to see us succeed at the end of the day, and they're giving us that knowledge and everything that they've been instilled into them and ready to pass it down. But only thing I would say, man, is the little rookie talent show we have, man. They have to get up in front of the whole team and that was kind of that welcome to the league, young
Yeah.
buck. That was kind of one of those feelings, just kind of being in front of everybody and just being vulnerable in that moment. I feel like that's kind of was that one point.
Did you feel the bonding experience from it though, as well?
For sure. I
Yeah.
mean, today we was just out there singing along to one of the songs that the Money Richardson sang because he kind of messed up some of the words, so they made him go out there and sing it during practice. But yeah, no, for sure, definitely a bonding experience for everybody, especially the rookies, to kind of just feel at home with the vets. Even though you might be uncomfortable in that moment, but we all uncomfortable together, and I feel like that's a good feeling to have.
Okay. Anybody has emerged as like a big brother to you in that the room that you're in terms of your position?
For sure. I mean, I got a lot of big bros in there, but OG Shaq, man.
Shaq Thompson,
for
huh?
For sure.
Back on the field today.
Yeah, he was back out there, man. It was good to have him back. Good to see him out there communicating and just being that leader out there on that field. So just being able to watch him, shadow him, and do things the same way he do, man. He works like a pro. He does everything like a pro, and just trying to set myself up to be in that position. Just kind of following him and his steps.
We just had the game again in Boston against New England. 9 of your 10 snaps was on special teams from that game. Talk about you and special teams and the mentality that a guy has to have to be good at special teams, in your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it as important as offense and defense. That was something that my coaches in college, really beat in my head. Just the importance of special teams. It's a third of the game, and it's treated seriously. Like it's one of those things where it's really a mindset thing. Like everybody don't want to play on offense. You want to play your position. That's what you came to play. But I mean, when you just got that dog, you just trying to get on the field at any point, any time, any way you can. And I mean, special teams is kind of that passageway onto the field. Just to get your way on the field. Just got to be able to go out there. I see it as just a football play. Like playing backyard football. Throw the ball up in the air, let's go play. Like that's kind of how I see special teams. And I mean, like it definitely is that passageway onto the field into like playing on defense or playing on offense.
Okay. Your first year in the NFL, Coach Canal's first year in the NFL as well. Mm-hmm. How has that dynamic been for you, getting to know him as a coach, and what have you learned about him as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned, he's a smart guy. He's a player's coach. He's always uplifting everybody, always has a smile on his face, man. Every time I've seen him, he's smiling, giving everybody high fives, dapping everybody up. And it's just nice to just the freshness of everything, just having everything fresh, learning. We're all kind of learning, and I feel like that helps with not being stagnant, not being complacent. Just always learning on an everyday scale, and learning, trying to get better in every aspect. Whether it's on the players on the field, the coaches in the office. I feel like at every point, like I feel like we're just trying to take that next step to kind of get over that hill.
Okay. Hey, really appreciate the time. Went over a little bit, but it was such a good conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, Michael Barrett with Carolina Panthers. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.
Yes, sir.